Aloha from Kilipohe, Kaikanilahua, Hale Pohaku. So this is the Puakeni tree. I just watered it really heavily because it was a hot day today. And boy, it was drooping. So I'm glad to see it doesn't take long for it to come back. I watered the tea plants and the lavender a little bit. I just want to show you these crazy mushrooms that we've been getting. We've had a lot of mushrooms all over the place, but this is probably the biggest patch of them here. And there's more there that were dying. And more here. I think these are just now coming up. And then these plants here, we're not sure, but they might be papaya. We're going to let them go for a little while longer and see what they do. More mushrooms. So, I don't know why we have so many mushrooms, but we do. As far as the house goes, we are making progress. We've got both lanais framed in and the joists put in. Today we started on the cross bracing for the pillar blocks. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Each of these 7 pillar blocks gets 4 4x4s that get bolted to the beams and to the underside of the floor joists to support them. And those bolts are pretty hard to drive in. I tried using the my big air tank, and that didn't do it. So we got all our blocking in, double blocking on the deck. I put the joists in for the joist hangers for the front deck. I just realized that kind of needs something underneath it, but yeah, I guess technically it's a ledger, so it doesn't really need one. But those are all real fun to put in by hand, really. These nails are big and long. These aren't so big, but it's pretty cramped. You got to stand in there. This is one of the bolts that we're using to attach those 4x4s. 6 inches long. More blocking back here. We get some mid-span blocking here, but we're not going to put that in until we know that it's going to fall right underneath a deck board, because we don't want it to block the gaps in between. Almost all of this is framed. We still have 2 little stub walls to frame in. So about all we have left is cutting and installing the OSB for the back side of these little stub walls. We're not going to use siding like the plans called for, because the siding is like $57 a sheet, and OSB, which is also shear rated, is $27 a sheet. So I actually got 20 sheets of OSB, and they're in the back of Teddy, just waiting to go in. One other thing is all of these little Simpson Strong Tie hangers have to go in. Not all of them. This is a box of 100. They have 5 nails a piece, and they go in on these joists to hold the joist down. Try and get a better angle on it. That's how they go in. So 5 nails here, and then 5 nails in the base, and that will give the joist some attachment in case the wind tries to lift the floor off of the beams. Hard to believe, but that's what they planned for. I don't think we have to do that to the deck, but it's going to be kind of hard with these double. You probably do. Have to figure out how to do that. What else? That's pretty much it. Give you a little shot of the garden. Stuff is growing. Still just one bean plant, but the cucumbers are doing real good. The ulu's looking really good. Her new leaf is getting nice and deep and green. This one has a few little bug bites. We're not sure what's going on there. So I bought some neem oil to spray on it just to get it. Salad, or rather the lettuce, is not doing much else, but the tomatoes are looking pretty good. I thinned them out a little bit, just got one tomato plant per puka. But one bad thing is this thing, I don't know, we don't even know what it is, but that Kevin gave us that thing and we put it there and it's not doing too well. The bean plant is starting to sprout leaves, and the cucumbers, this is probably the best cucumber here. And they look good. Radishes obviously look really good. This is probably the biggest radish right there. Anyway, making some progress. We'll probably have, I want to say, 3 or 4 more full days left until we're done with this phase. I'm debating calling for a courtesy inspection from the inspector, just to make sure we haven't overlooked something crazy. But we'll have to see about that, I suppose. Anyway, that's all I have to report from Kilipohe. Aloha.